Is Nick Nash a top wide receiver in the 2025 NFL draft class? Let's find out. Welcome back to All Pro Football Data. My name is Jim Cobern, and today's episode we're talking about former quarterback, San Jose State wide receiver Nick Nash. So we're going to take a look at his production profile, see how he projects at the next level. If you're new to the work that I do and new to the channel, please go to the description box below where you can go to a link to a glossary of terms on the data here. With all that stuff out of the way, let's get to the profile here. Nick Nash, in terms of his offensive receiving and touchdown market share, did really well. 96 in his total offensive market share, 83 percentile in his receiving data, and then 99 in touchdown data. Look at the All-Pro, Pro Bowl, and starter averages. He did not hit all of the averages that you want him to hit, but did hit the Pro Bowl and starter averages. That's the biggest thing that really sticks out for Nick Nash. That really helps him out because he played at San Jose State. So you're going to have lesser competition there, which we're going to get to that in a little bit. But these are the numbers that you want to hit if you were a lower level competition player because of where he played. Good numbers here. When you look at his TD percentage and yards per reception, this is an area where he did really well in touchdown percentage, but his yards per reception wasn't the best. He was 37 percentile in yards per reception, doesn't hit the All-Pro, Pro Bowl, or starter averages at the position, which makes it a little bit harder to project him because if a player doesn't hit above those averages or close to those averages, it just lessens their chances of really breaking out at the NFL level, especially considering that he played at San Jose State, which is another reason why we have to look at age and competition data. This takes a look at how productive Nick Nash was for his age, for his level of competition, and for the team that he was on. And when you take a look at Nick Nash from this perspective, he did well in his MSA rating and pass rating, but not elite. Even though he did really well in terms of his overall market share data across the board, when you take a look for how productive he was for his age and competition, it wasn't the best. That's the biggest concern there. Instead of getting an A plus for his production, he gets a B. Or a C plus. These are still good numbers. It still means that he can become a long-term starter at the next level. It's just it lowers his overall projection and also in terms of his age. Then let's get to his first down, second down, and third down data. This is one area that is definitely of highlight for him. When you look at first down, second down, and third down situations, his cumulative production in first down situations was 92 percentile, second down was 83, and then third down situations was 95. These are exactly the numbers that you want to hit in terms of every down and distance. He was above average productive on all of these downs and distances, and especially third down situations. Third down situations is one of the most crucial situations in all of football. It always has, it always will be, because if you don't get that third down, you have to punt the football. And Nick Nash does really well in those situations, which I think is a plus for him. And he also does well at his red zone data. He was very good in that particular area with a 97 percentile overall cumulative score. Now, his TD percentage was 57 percentile, and his percentage of 15 plus yard plays was 72 percentile. And that is the only thing that's a little bit off. His efficiency, he had a lot of touches in red zone situations, but he wasn't the most efficient in red zone situations. That's the only real knock you could really put on him. But still, good numbers for him to hit, and I am excited to see what happens with him. The last part before we get to the end of the show is a metric comparison. The closest metric comparison I could find for Nick Nash was Preston Williams. In terms of his market share data, efficiency data, age and competition, and expected approximate value score, these guys are virtually identical when you average out everything with them as prospects. And especially in terms of their market share data, they're very similar from this aspect. I think this is the best comparison for him. You would want him to be better than Preston Williams. Williams is not exactly a star NFL wide receiver, but this is the closest comparison. This is the one that makes the most sense into these two prospects. I would hope Nick Nash outperforms these numbers. I still think he could be a starter at the next level, but I think for people who might look at the numbers and want to draft him over other players that played against better competition, I think that's a bad decision to make. for that. So, follow stuff out of the way. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, my name is Jim Cobern. You can follow all of my work at patreon.com/jcoburn. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know who you want me to cover next in the next episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.